Hello, myself is Professor Praveen Bhandari. Today we are going to discuss various gas solid separation methods. This topic is an important part of the subject mechanical operation. In a chemical process industry and metallurgical industry, there are many occasions where gas solid separation is necessary. So what is the need for gas solid separation? What are the different methods, and when they are used? This we are going to understand in today's video session. So first we'll understand what is the need for gas solid separation, the factors which affects the separation, and the different methods which are normally used. So this gas solid separation is used as a part of process. For example, in case of pneumatic conveying, after the solids are discharged at the desired location, then the air used for conveying, whenever it is to be dispersed into an atmosphere, and if it is dispersed as it is, then the fine particles may exit along with the air, and which may create the problem to the person working in that area, or that solids may get dispersed into a nearby area. Likewise, it may be used as a part of pollution control operation. The example is in case of the thermal power plant, whenever the huge quantity of the coal is used as a fuel. Now after the combustion, when the flue gas leaves the boiler, the combustion chamber, along with that the fly ash, the fine ash also leaves, and if it is not arrested from dispersing into an atmosphere, then there will be a huge problems to the people living in that area, the peoples working in the plant. That fly ash may get deposited on the soil and will reduce the fertility. At the same time, that fly ash will also deposit on the floors and the walls of the buildings. Likewise, there are various situations like preventing loss of catalyst from a fluidized bed reactor, then prevent the dust spreading in a plant and nearby areas, recovery of valuable waste material. So in such cases, the gas solid separation is necessary. Now the method to be selected for a gas solid separation depends upon the properties of the gas and dust particles, like whether the particles are conductive or not, whether they are combustible, whether the gas is combustible gas. So these properties are to be understood. Then the dust loading present, the dust size, because all the particles cannot be separated by a single equipment. So as per the size of the equipments, you have to select the different gas solid separation device. Then the operating temperature and moisture content in the stream. So these factors will decide which method or which equipment is to be used for gas solid separation. So typically gravity settling chambers, inertial separator, scrubber, electrostatic separator, centrifugal or cyclone separators are used as a popular gas solid separation equipments. However, the choice of method depend upon mainly particle size, properties of the stream, and the properties of the gas and dust loading. Now gravity settling chamber works on the principle of using the influence of the gravity field. Say for example, if the dust laden gas enters into a suddenly enlarged area, then the velocity will suddenly drops, and because of this the gravity force will start dominating, and as a result the particles which are present into a gas or air will settle down. So basically these gravity settling chambers are used as a primary separator to separate the particles greater than 10 micron. This method of separation can be used up to 100 micron particle size separation. Inertial separators. These inertial separators separates the particle by virtue of which their inertia, which is often greater than gas. You are aware that the inertia depends upon the mass, and obviously the particle will be heavier than the gas, and therefore if there is a sudden change in direction, sudden change in velocity, or the impact of the particles with the stationary surface, then the particle due to impact will lose their momentum, and as a result of gravity force they will fall down, whereas the gas will be deflected from the solid surface with which it has impacted, and it will get dispersed from the outlet provided. So likewise, by the sudden change in direction due to the impact and due to the basically reduction in a velocity, the inertial force dominates, which are the function of gravity force, and as a result of which the solids can be separated. So the examples are baffled chamber, mats of glass wool, asbestos fibers. These may be fixed into a separate chamber, or they may be fixed as a part of the device from which the dust laden gas is to be discharged. The applications are, they are mainly used for removing the particles greater than 30 micron. Fabric filters, these are very popular and effective gas solid separator because they does not consist of any moving part, and they can effectively separate very small size particles. So when the dust laden gas or air is passed through a filter medium made up of woven cloth, the particle will be retained, or the material will be retained by the medium, and gas will pass through it. So because of that filtration of action, the gas, the solid present in that gas are removed. So the popular example is a back filter. It's a very popular and used in many industries because of its effectiveness for separation of the small size particles. The typical applications are air purification in a packaging section of industry manufacturing fine powder material, in a cement industry, thermal power plant, and metallurgical industry. See, basically before electrostatic separator, before the back filter, that is the fabric separator, is the mandatory requirement in order to reduce the loading of the electrostatic separator. Likewise, in a packaging section also, during a packaging, if the fine particulate solids are there, they get dispersed because of that leakage during the packaging, and in such case that air needs to be purified and the dust needs to be removed. In such case, these back filters can be separated. But remember, there is a housing where multiple bags are suspended, and I mean, there may be that number of bags may vary from one to many depending upon the dust loading. However, they are not used as an individual fabric filter. The electrostatic separator, this is the ultimate gas solid separation device. having the highest efficiency, the particle as small as 0.1 micron to 2 microns can be separated using electrostatic separator. So when the dust laden gas moves under the influence of extreme potential difference through a electrode, then the gas get ionized. Because of ionic bombardment, the solids gets negatively charged, which in turn moves towards the collection electrode, where because of the charge neutralization and in turn the gravity force or some shaking or vibration action, they are removed from the gas and the clean gas exit the electrostatic separator. It can be of two types, plate type and pipe type. Pipe type is used for separating the acid mist, fine particle liquid droplets, acid droplets, whereas the plate type electrostatic separators are generally used for the separation of fine particles of very extremely fine size, which cannot be removed by any other gas solid separation device. So in a thermal power plant, the electrostatic separator is used for the separation of fly ash. Likewise, in a cement plant or a metallurgical industry also, the electrostatic separators are used. The wet scrubbers, in a wet scrubbers, the atomized scrubbing liquid is used in a wet scrubber, separate the dust particles mainly by agglomeration of particles, interception, and the wet agglomerate moves along with the liquid and thereby separated from a gas stream. Now wet scrubbers are mainly used when, along with the removal of the solid particles present in a gas, you are required to cool the gas. At the same time, if there are some gaseous contaminants present which needs to be removed from the gaseous stream, then in such cases the wet scrubbers are used. There are different types of the wet scrubbers like Venturi scrubber, packed tower, then the spray towers. So there are different variants of the wet scrubber available. The wet cyclones. However, the choice of the wet scrubber depends upon our requirement and again the properties of the gas and solids which are to be treated by using the wet scrubbers. The applications are, these are widely used to reduce the emission in a cement and steel industry. They simultaneously cool, remove the gaseous contaminants as well as the solid due to the agglomeration. Next is cyclone separator. So in a cyclone separator, basically there is a cylindrical chamber at the bottom of which the inverted cone like arrangement is fixed. There is a vortex finder at the center, and the dust laden gas, whenever it enters tangentially into a cyclone separator, because of the cyclonic movement, the particles are thrown outward, and due to this particle impact with the wall of the cylindrical chamber loses their momentum and falls down due to gravity. Now these are the cheapest cleaning devices without any moving part. This is the best part of the cyclone separator. Another is they are capable of operating at a extreme operating conditions like 50 megapascal pressure and up to 1000 degrees Celsius. You can make them acid resistance by lining of the inner wall of that particular cyclone separators. Now these are very effective in removing the particles between 5 to 10 micron, mainly used as a air purification in a packaging house, in a cement industry and in a thermal power plant. So to conclude, Even though various gas solid separation equipments are available, the final selection depends upon the size of the particle present in a gas, properties of gas solid mixture, the removal efficiency desirable, the concentration of solid present, and finally the gas solid separators are used either as a part of process or as a part of pollution control arrangement. These are the references I have used. I hope you have understood the gas solid separation methods. To know or to have the knowledge about the different aspects of the chemical engineering, I request you to subscribe my YouTube channel Praveen Bhandari Nandurdi. There are many other videos related to a chemical engineering uploaded in my YouTube channel. Thank you for visiting and watching the videos.